The Cape Verde Islands are off the west coast of Africa, about an hour south of the Canary Islands and just about 5.5 hour flight time from the UK. The beaches across Cape Verde, and particularly in islands like Sal, are absolutely pristine white sand, beautiful crystal clear waters. They really are paradise beaches. Tourism in Cape Verde is expanding very, very rapidly. I think if you look back at last year's figures, about 420,000 people visited the islands. That's actually projected to rise to close to 1 million people by 2015. Meliá Tortuga is very significant to Sal because it's the very first time that we've seen on the island a genuine European five-star quality hotel. Tortuga officially opened as a resort on the 10th of May, but there was a pre-launch party on the 7th and 8th of May, which was quite a spectacular affair and probably something that Sal Island has never seen before.
Our rooms, they have 75 meters square with 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, 2 TVs, with a full kitchen. We have 3 restaurants. We have a buffet restaurant called Spices. Then we have the Aqua restaurant. It is a Mediterranean and Italian restaurant a la carte. And of course we have the beach club at the beach that we open after breakfast until 2 a.m. in the morning. We have 4 bars, 1 bar at the beach, 1 bar at the swimming pool, and 2 bars at the lobby area. We have a beautiful, beautiful spa. No doubt it is the best spa in Cape Verde. Everybody in Sal and from other hotels, they want to come to visit our spa.
The Tortuga story started with a bare piece of land and then ultimately a master plan. So it really started with off-plan sales and many of our purchasers having the confidence that we would deliver what we promised that we would deliver. But done very much on trust at that stage. And what is so fantastic is we can now hold up our hands and say, look, we've delivered what we promised in those very early stages.
We visited the island in 2007 and we'd done a lot of research into investment opportunities and in particular in Resort Group. And we decided to take what at the time was a great leap of faith. When we invested, there was just barren land.
3 years ago, my daughter moved from UK to Switzerland and they weren't going to buy a property, so they gave me a ring and said, Dad, would you go and buy us a holiday house? I asked where they wanted me to go and they'd done a lot of research as to the best places to go and they came up with Cape Verde.
We did put a symbolic brick down and took a photograph of that just as an introduction of what it was going to be, and the transformation in such a short period of time has been fantastic.
Tortuga first went on sale in 2007 and all of that was off-plan at that stage. It wasn't until we had pre-sold quite a significant proportion of Tortuga that we put the first spade in the ground, and that groundbreaking was early part of 2009. And I think people were genuinely shocked then. From that point of groundbreaking to delivering the resort was much, much faster than people really anticipated was possible.
Sal doesn't have any natural resources, so elements like steel, cement have to be basically imported from Europe.
The second main challenge is the staff. Get the right staff and labor force to do the works you need with the specification and the quality you need.
The Resort Group's model is very, very clear. We never spread ourselves too thinly. We believe it's absolutely vital that if we commit to a development, that ultimately it's all about delivery and handing that over to our investors and purchasers.
In the construction process, the main element from our point of view is communicating with our partners or our subcontractors, making sure they hit the dates on time, ensure the quality, and basically work together as a team. That's the most challenging.
And we've actually watched everything grow from absolutely below ground level with all the foundations. The beach club arrived in December and we watched it going up in such a short space of time.
The snagging was due to be done in July. We could have got somebody here to do it, but I said no, we'll go out and check it. And it was virtually furnished. Trying to fault it was difficult, and I think we arrived at 2, at 3 o'clock we'd finished. Pedro, who was the works clerk of the works, he just came and said, right, have you got an hour or so to spare? And we said yes. And 10 minutes later, a party of 14 walked in with painters, plumbers, decorators, cleaners, the lot. And by 6 o'clock, you couldn't find fault with anything.
Resort Group all the way through the process kept us very much involved, and they regularly updated us with photographs and was artist impressions of what the finished article is going to be. But we've now got real photographs versus the artist's impressions, and if anything, they exceed them.
You wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you think, oh my God, what have I done? In the morning, people ring me and I'm able to tell them, you know, that it is all financially secure, it is going to happen, and here's some pictures as to what's happening right now, and, you know, just assure them really, and that's exactly what my job was, you know, entails.
The brand Melia is one of the upscale brands of the soil Melia. They are very famous for high-class products and services, and also for wonderful resorts.
The rental scheme is essentially a program by which we agree with Melia Hotel Group to take responsibility for the operation of the resort, and each and every owner is given the absolute choice whether they want to enter that rental scheme or not.
We have in the rental scheme 221 apartments. We expect that with the success of this year, by the next year we will have more than 221. I think it's going to be good for us to have more rooms, because many tour operators are asking for more rooms. So I think we will have to open Dunas before the date we were supposed to be open.
I never expected it to be as good as what the buildings and the hotel and the pools are now. It's fantastic.
Yes, I would definitely say it's worthwhile anybody investing. We were out here for 3 months during the winter, watching the development, and we check the weather as you do, and without doubt, this was the finest place in the world to be for 3 months, and that includes the Caribbean, Australia, and everywhere else. This was definitely the best place.
Well, so far we're having a fantastic time. Very relaxed, very chilled out. The people are lovely, the place is great. The food has been wonderful. In fact, we haven't got any complaints at all. It's been great.
Oh, the accommodation's good. It's really modern, it's really clean. Our rooms are cleaned beautifully every day, so it's lovely to go back to that.
The resort has lived up to our expectations. The finished quality is wonderful, and the fact that it was delivered on time, that showed us that our leap of faith was actually well placed.
Well, having constructed Tortuga now, the next developments with the resort group are really taking forward Dunas Beach Resort and Spa, which is now well under construction. And then Lana Beach Hotel will be the third resort that we're involved in, and that now is in the market, and we're selling Lana Beach as we speak.
We share the same beach, so all the guests from Dunas, from Llanas and from Tortugas, they can visit, of course, the hotels, and this is a good, I think it's a good for the guests to have 3 options when they paid only for 1.